So I worked in the RHS for a little while as a dietitian at one of the large hospitals in the northeast, and just decided I want to work for myself. Always had a love of indoor houseplants, with a massive collection at home. So yeah, we decided to sign a lease for a little shop, but with COVID obviously we couldn't open. So we ended up having to get a warehouse after setting up the business in our little log cabinet in the back garden. We had lots of bags and plants, and we went on social media during the lockdown to try and sell the plants. Got such a huge response. Then we decided obviously to open the North Allerton store. Then Phoenix contacted us to see whether or not we wanted to open a store. Obviously we said yes, because it's an amazing achievement. And yeah, so now we've got the 3 little shops. Very proud of what we do. We do workshops across the northeast, and we sell our plants on the website all across the UK as well. We have an amazing, passionate team across the entire of the plant workshop. Our Phoenix team, our North Allerton team, Billingham team. We have, you know, an amazing, knowledgeable team, but they're really passionate about finding the right plant for your space. So we'll ask lots of questions when you come in, you know, where you're going to put the plant. Customers often will laugh and they'll just say, well, I'm just going to put it in the living room. But we like them to learn really about how placement of plants can really determine whether or not the plants are going to thrive, or just survive, or maybe not do very well. So we really want them to come back with that, you know, newly found confidence in looking after those plants. Yeah. So they contacted us and asked us whether or not we wanted to exhibit, and it's amazing because we're given this freedom to decide on, you know, what design brief we want as part of the Houseplant Studios. So it was great for our team to get together and then just decide on what we want to do to showcase what the plant workshop is all about. So our planning process was lots of meetings up to midnight, most nights of the week, to try and get this, to make sure the project is as good as it can be. We talked about kind of what we wanted people to feel when they walked in. It's got to be the sensory experience, but we wanted them to be able to come in and relate. So that relatability was really quite important, so they can come in and see how easy it is to recreate something what we've done in their own home. And it doesn't really matter about the budget that you've got, the size or the space that you might have. It is really down to your, I guess, your way of being able to look at what we've done and go, right, I can put this in my house, I can put a set of shelves up there, and really looking at placement of plants, you know, which way your room is facing, and then being able to determine what plants are going to thrive in that area. So I think actually we, Steve and I, who own the plant workshop, my husband, we are obsessed with interiors, and we just love picking up old random kind of industrial furniture, lots of kind of like old second-hand furniture, because we do think that stuff can be given a second life. So we're going to have a beautiful old-fashioned school desk thing in there with plants coming out of it and things. We've got lots of old furniture, which actually most of the stuff in the design actually is from our house. So we are moving all of the stuff from our house right the way down the country, from Teesside to London, so you can get a glimpse of kind of what our office looks like. It's going to be a bit of an exaggeration in terms of, you know, the amount of plants, because, you know, I'd like to sit down and be able to work on the computer, but we may have lots of plants on seats and other things, just to really exaggerate exactly what we would think an amazing home office would look like. But again, it has to be practical as well. So we're going to have that kind of work from home space in one area of this studio, but on the other side it will be a more relaxed area as well. So you can have like more of a seating area to have a coffee in, and we want to blur the lines just a little bit between them, but we do want that kind of separate space so that you can literally have a definite, this is my area to relax in and this is my area to actually work in as well. Because I think sometimes we can work on phones and computers and other things, and I think we blur the lines a bit too much, I think, and we need to make sure we have that downtime across those two sort of areas of our lives. think really just meeting everybody, I think, and being surrounded by, like we always are every day, surrounded by passionate, plant lovers, flower lovers. And I think the achievement for us as a small business in Teesside, I think we're, for a Northeast business to be able to be asked, is just incredible, really. It really is. So in terms of what we're looking forward to, seeing all the other displays, I think would be fantastic. There is 3 of us coming, so me, Meg and Kirsty. So Meg and Kirsty work in our Phoenix store in Newcastle, Northumberland Street. They're coming down with me, and we're going to kind of do the whole display, but it'd be nice for us to then kind of have a wander around as well and see exactly what else is going on. It's always enjoyable. We thrive on a bit of stress at the plant workshop. So the most enjoyable part, I think, for us is the creative aspect, because we are all people who work for the plant workshop. We're all creative people, and we love to sit down from that design inception right the way through and see a project through. We work with the RHS, we work with lots of other companies, and we help them with their vision, and then kind of we add our aspect to it. But I think the best part of it is the fact that we get to be creative, and I think we just thrive on the drawings, the aspects of photos, designing, kind of writing about what it is, and just creating a project like we really created the plant workshop from absolutely nothing. I do think that there are so many benefits, so that's one of the things we want to talk about in our design, is that the wellness aspect, the improved sort of efficiency when when you're working, it's the relaxation aspect, it's also the nurturing aspect. So getting up, for mental health, for me it's fantastic. I get up and I kind of wander around and have a look at the plants, and if there's like leaves that I need to trim off, I will. I'll go around and have a look at does this need watering, and it's that nurturing aspect. And I think certainly during lockdown that shifted, and I think a lot of people were like, well, I just really need something to do, and then now it's sort of taken off, where people are like, actually this is really good. And that the scientific evidence around the colour green, and also how that can be quite relaxing, and that evidence suggests that having plants in the home, along with the air purifying benefits and also the wellness aspect, they're just great to have in your house, because they look really stylish, and they look beautiful.